Hey everybody, and welcome to the very first show of Kicking It with Kandii. I'm your host, your girl Kandii Marie. I am so excited. I hope you are too. So today we have two guests. So excited to sit with both of them. One of them, she started her own business making delicious treats, desserts, cakes, pies, you name it. And the other, he is an actor, he's a writer, he's a singer, he's even a personal trainer. He does it all. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment with both of them.
Can I kick it?
Welcome back, everybody. This is Kicking It with Kandii, and I'm your host, Kandii Marie. So excited to introduce my first guest. She is a boss, you guys. She has her own company, Taylor Homemade. I personally love desserts, and she does it all. Cakes, pies, cupcakes, you name it. So let's just jump right in, and let me introduce Miss Regina Taylor.
Hi.
I'm great. How are you? How you feeling today, girl?
Wonderful. I'm loving your energy. It's such a vibe.
Thank you. Well, I am so excited. Like I said, I love desserts, so I want to jump right in. Let's get right into it. You ready? Well, why don't you
get comfortable?
Get comfortable, relax yourself, and tell me, what compelled you to come up with Taylor Homemade? What's the history behind that?
Well, I always wanted to have my own business.
Okay.
Baking is something that I came up with years ago when I was a first-time mom, single mom, working full-time, in college at the same time, working just to pay the bills, not enough to buy Pampers. Mm-hmm. So what I would do is I would hustle cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Some people hustle on the corner. I hustle in my kitchen. That's how I did it. So anytime my professors' kids had parties, I would make their cupcakes. So word of mouth led me to a lot of business. I made money from it, and that was that.
Wow, incredible. See, you can hustle legally, everybody. You hear that? She was hustling in cupcakes. Hello? So I know that you said you were a single mother when you first got started. What type of support system did you have? There's so many people out here that want to start businesses, but they have a lot of things going on in their personal life, like being a parent, or maybe they have a demanding job. So how did you handle that? How did you juggle all of your responsibilities and still, produce a company that's doing well right now?
Well, I wasn't able to juggle it at first.
Okay.
I did not have a lot of support system. I'm not going to pretend like I did. Sometimes that's just life.
Yes.
And if you're going to open a business, you have to be prepared for that. Everybody is not going to respect your hustle.
Right.
Everybody is not going to be comfortable with your winning. And typically that's because how can they be happy for you winning when they're not even in the game?
Right.
So for years, I allowed that to be in my head. I put my business to the side. Oh, I can't do this because this person told me I couldn't. That person told me I couldn't. And I didn't pick it back up until maybe 2017.
Oh, wow.
One of my best friends asked me to make the desserts for his wedding.
Okay.
And his future mother-in-law, well, his now mother-in-law, labeled me the cupcake queen. And at that moment, I was just like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this. Let me just take a chance. And with owning a business, sometimes you just got to jump.
Yeah.
You're not going to land all the time, and that's okay.
Okay. Well, kind of to piggyback off of that, what kind of advice would you give someone wanting to start a business, specifically maybe a young black female? Because I'm all about black girl magic. So what kind of advice would you give someone who has a dream, but they just kind of don't know how to bring it to fruition?
As a whole, I don't care if you're male or female. If you're going to start a business, I would suggest you just do it. Just jump.
Gotcha.
Just do it. I know sometimes we have ideas and you might feel like, oh, well, this person has already done that, or this person has already did this, or they're doing this now. You have to remember, there are a million nail shops.
Yes.
Somebody was the first one to open it. And every single one of those nail shops still has customers. They're still thriving. So therefore, you can do that too.
Yes.
So that's the advice I would give someone as a whole. Just do it. Just jump.
Yeah.
Don't even wear a parachute. Just jump.
Just jump. You hear that? Just jump. Just do it. Just do it.
And as for women, this is a tough thing to do as a woman. The world does not take women business owners seriously. So if you're going to open your business, I highly suggest you grow a pair of balls. You can't physically grow balls, but you need to find them and carry them, because it's going to be a lot of times where you're going to be taken advantage of just because you have a pretty face.
Yes.
And you have to be prepared for that. And although you are a business owner, you're not doing this by yourself. Even if you are the only employee you have right now, you still have to work with vendors.
Yes.
And a lot of times those vendors, they might try to take advantage of you. They might try to charge you more. You have to be willing to put in the work and do all of your homework, your research, everything. Because when you walk into these companies as a boss, you have to actually be a boss. You can't just wear the shirt just because you brought it off of Instagram. You have to actually be that.
Absolutely. So preparation is key,
Preparation.
Absolutely. You got to stay ready so you never have to get ready. Amen.
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 Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Well, I see that you also do spices, right? I see this. I can't wait to take this home and put it on my steak. Right? So tell me a little bit about your spices. How did you come to do that?
Spices is something I developed, I would say maybe 11 years ago.
Okay.
My daughter had asthma really, really bad. It was so bad that people in the emergency room knew our name. Oh, hi, Miss Regina. Oh, how's Rihanna doing today? They knew who we were. And all doctors tend to do is pump you with steroids. So again, research. I did my research and found that a lot of the hormones and things that we put in our body comes from processed foods.
Yes.
So I had to find a way to cook homemade. All the things she liked, your boxed macaroni and cheese, your raviolis, I had to figure out how to do that. The seasonings in the stores, all of them taste the same. They have a different label on it, all of them taste the same, but you can't put them on everything. So what I used to do, I'll buy different brands, mix them together, put it on my food, like, oh my God, that is so good. Like, that is good. And my daughter would eat it. Yeah. It wasn't a situation where I had to say, sit here until that plate is clean. She would just eat it. And I was like, okay, I got something going here. And I kept all of my recipes to myself for years. Yeah. And with my business, when I started to get really popular and I started to post pictures of my meals at home and people was feeding into it, I was like, oh, I wonder if they would buy this. And they have.
Okay, so how many different blends do you have? We have 2 here now.
I have 4. Right. So we have Peruvian.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you ever been to one of them Peruvian chicken places.
Yes.
Tastes better.
Oh, wow.
Tastes better.
I'm really excited about this.
We have our citrus herb. That goes great on your seafood, your fish, your shrimps, your crab. Your crab cakes, your lobster, your veggies.
All my crab lovers.
It's wonderful. This is our house blend. House blend goes well on everything.
Okay. Everything.
And our Parmesan herb is a blend of Parmesan cheese, grated aged, mixed with herbs. It's bomb. On your pasta.
I believe you.
On your pasta, on your veggies, it's great. The one thing I love about my spices is it's not strictly for chicken or strictly for pork. You can put it on anything that you eat, and it tastes wonderful.
That's wonderful. I cannot wait to try it. Thank you so much for bringing it to us today. Like, I can't wait to go home and try it on my vegetables, my steak. I was telling you I'm gonna put it on my steak, so I'm really excited.
Good on steak. I'm addicted to steak, so I would definitely.
Me too. Same. We are here with that. So, what's your favorite dessert to make, if you have one?
It would be a tie between the strawberry crunch cake that I brought you today.
Okay, yeah.
And my maple bacon bourbon cupcake.
Now, doesn't that just sound like heaven, right? The maple bacon bourbon, Lord have mercy.
And I'm talking about real bacon, the pork, oink. I'm not talking about that turkey. I'm not talking about the turkey.
You talking about the real bacon?
Real bacon.
Okay, the real bacon.
That bacon, when you fry it, you just be like, ooh.
You see?
You know, that bacon.
Taylor homemade. Taylor homemade.
That's one of my favorite cupcakes because you're merging savory with sweet.
Wow.
You really won't consider bacon actually being baked into the cupcake.
Okay.
And it tastes well together.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
That's one of the plus of making everything homemade. You can play with it. You can manipulate it. It's easy.
Yes.
It's nothing wrong with box cake. Don't get me wrong, because when I'm having a party and I'm tired, I will make a box cupcake quick and just whip up a homemade icing like it's nothing. But if you really want something different, I highly suggest you doing it homemade, because there's no preservatives.
Wow.
It's just exactly what you put in it. And that's something that I pride myself on. Like, even with dyeing my buttercream. So a lot of people will ask me, well, if you don't like preservatives, how do you make a pink buttercream or blue buttercream? That's what raspberries and strawberries is for, and blueberries is for. If you blend it the right way, it's completely infused into the buttercream. You won't taste any seeds. You won't taste anything.
That is amazing. So make sure I'm on the guest list for the next get together. Okay, I need that maple bacon bourbon cupcake. Okay. Well, I cannot wait to see what you brought us. I know that you brought us a cake. You said the strawberry crunch.
It's a strawberry crunch.
Oh my goodness! Wish you guys were here so you can try this. I'm so excited. Let's get this open. I don't know if you can see it from here.
One of the strawberries fell off.
That's okay.
It's okay. It still tastes good.
Yes. So you know those like chocolatey clear strawberry shortcake type of ice creams from back in the day? Y'all know y'all used to go to the ice cream truck and get that, right? I know I did. This is what this reminds me of.
And it tastes just like it.
This is heaven. This is heaven.
One of the reasons it tastes like it is because after I bake my cakes, I freeze it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's 3 layers, 2 strawberry cake layers. It's a layer of fresh strawberries.
Wow.
And it's a thin vanilla cheesecake in the center.
Oh my goodness. We are going to dive into this off camera. I don't want y'all to see me being greedy. So tell us, where can we order from Taylor Homemade? Where can we find you? I know you got some
find
social
me
media.
on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook, we're at Taylor Homemade Easy.
Okay.
On Instagram, we are _. You also can find us on our website, www.taylorhomemade.net, as well as we just launched on Etsy, which has been amazing this week for our spices. So you can find us at etsy.com /shop/Taylor Spices.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much again for coming. Thank you for bringing your spices. Absolutely. I cannot wait to get into this cake. Wish you guys were here. Too bad, sorry you're not. But I am going to partake in this strawberry in the meantime for all my viewers out there. See you later.
Can I kick it?
All right, well, hey everybody, welcome back to Kicking It with Kandii. I'm your girl, your host, Kandii Marie, and I told you before that I had 2 guests, not 1, but 2. So here we are. I want to introduce my second guest of the day. He is a actor, writer, singer. He does it all. His name is Theron. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
That's good, that's good. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, no problem.
You like my digs? You good?
Yeah.
You comfortable?
I'm all right.
That's good. Well, like I said, Theron, you do it all, right? You're acting, you're singing, you're writing. So tell me about your start. How'd you get started?
Wow. That's a really good question. I don't know. I guess when I was young, growing up, I always felt like I was a superhero.
Oh, a superhero.
Always, yeah. I just, I always thought like, if I got out here, if I could be somebody else, who would I be?
Okay.
It was either a fireman or a policeman, somebody trying to save the day.
Okay.
So, like even now, like if I watch movies, I'm always such a big critic of who the characters are and, where it's setting and everything like that. So, that's where it all started from. So,
Got it.
that little quiet time I get to scribble something out and come back and revisit it. So
Yeah. So what do you write? Do you write like, plays or movies or songs?
I write movies.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of them not finished yet. So
Okay.
I think it's important to, get a hold of it because it's all about the moment at that time. you could be excited about writing about French fries or something, and then it's, but then you'll set it down because you got so many other things going on. So, and then when you revisit it, it's like, what was I thinking about at that time? So, I think that's important. It's about the moment, how you attack it, how you approach it, and how you follow through with it.
Absolutely. Well, then what inspires you? Like, where do you get your inspiration from?
My mom.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Are you a mama's boy? That might be yes.
I'm a grandmama's boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is there a difference?
Yeah. Grandma she'll throw a shoe at you.
Oh, Lord.
Hit you for no reason. Why your lips poked out? Get popped. But, I say my mom because, I always considered her as a fighter.
Okay.
When I was coming up, she was addicted to drugs. She did jail time.
Wow, okay.
So when she got out of that, I'm thinking that when she had time to sit down and kind of get herself together, she came back, and she came back as a totally different person. So she got to transform. And I would, envision or take part in how my friends' moms were, or, their parents and stuff like that. And I just kind of, engulfed my own little thing about my mom. But when she came back, she just came back swinging.
Wow.
And, and that just showed me, like, because someone's going through something, or the things that they got to battle and they feel like they're not being supported, they can still swing. So,
yeah.
That's
sounds like a similar story to you, though, right? You had to kind of conquer some hurdles as well before you got into your acting and singing and things like that, right? You did a bid as well, right?
No, in my mind I felt like I did, but physically, no. I guess it was just the neighborhood I was around, a lot of friends that I grew up around with, they just felt like they needed to get out there to make a fast buck.
Okay.
Me, I was like, I like my freedom. I like to go outside. And I don't want that box feeling where I got to look out a window and count cars going by. And, I didn't want that.
Right.
I just felt like, when I was younger, I used to cut hair. I was fascinated. I used to go sit at the barbershop and watch how they cut hair. I used to go down the street at my neighbor's house, get his lawnmower, go cut grass.
Wow.
I had shovels, shovel snow. I just felt like I never wanted to ask anybody for nothing. If I wasn't broke down or handicapped or anything like that, I just felt like I just, had that to do it for myself.
Okay, independent. That's nice. Okay. Well, tell me about your projects. I know I saw a short story or a short movie from you. It's called Bring the Pain. You were a coach, correct? And I know you had a small part in For My Man. I personally love that show. Okay, I'm not crazy or anything, but I love that show. I'm always into that, trying to figure out crime scenes and stuff like that. But tell me a little bit about your projects that you've done and that you're working on.
Well, of course, For My Man, I was there the whole day, filming 12 hours, and I probably saw a quick glimpse. It may have been about 3.5 seconds. Come on. But from that, I met some young guys who are passionate, very driven, and it was like, look, let's make some magic. I'm actually going to be in a film, and it's going to be in theaters everywhere. It's called Hollywood.
Okay.
So it's not spelled the actual Hollywood, W-O-O-D. It's W-O-U-L-D. So I got to work with Eric Roberts, Julia Roberts' brother, Tori Hart, who was Kevin Hart's ex-wife, and a couple of other guys, so I'm kind of on set like.
Right, kind of starstruck a little bit.
I was a little thrown off, but they were just very humble. They, very inviting. So I was like, man, all right, this is all right. So I drove all the way to Philly to audition. So,
that's what, good, 3 hours, something like that?
About 2.5. Okay. I drive fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, went up there, got to work with Joshua Coates, who's an amazing director. He's just so, kind of like you, animative, just gotta keep moving. That's, I played as a police officer. I got to bust through the doors and, all the good stuff.
Fun. Yeah.
So, I'm actually in a little horror film.
I don't like horror movies. Okay, I'm scared.
It's okay. I will put it this way. See, usually the brothers die,
right?
So the brother don't die in this one.
Okay, well, you know what?
So I get to hold it down.
That's right.
So
then I might watch that then.
Yeah, it's in the making.
They be trying to kill us off.
Yeah,
early.
Walking Dead. It's not that.
Okay.
It's not that.
So when is that coming out?
Well, we've been kind of working on it, still adding and breaking it down. So hopefully that's going to get submitted to some film festivals and stuff like that. When it gets picked up,
Awesome.
It'll be good.
Awesome. Well, we are definitely looking forward to seeing that and all your projects.
Oh yeah.
In the future. But tell me, what message would you have for anyone that is wanting to get into acting or singing or even writing? What kind of message would you give them?
The message I would say would be, just do it. A lot of people, they shut themselves off because they feel like, oh, how am I going to get around? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Like, walk first. You know what I mean? Like, just because, you see that door that, that has a padlock on it doesn't mean you can't get through it. And also, you can't be afraid to get out here and network and talk to different people. And also, just look at yourself as, how did everyone else get started?
Yeah.
So, being a local D&B guy, I like to talk a lot. I yell at people.
You yell? I don't see that.
I train people, so just don't ever sign up for my class because you'll probably spit up like all over the place.
Train as in
like personal training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm an old jarhead, so I kind of that switch a go, and the next thing you know, I'm on it. But so like a lot of these experiences kind of hone me into just being like, if I feel like if I'm telling a story, you should be able to bring someone in and make them feel like they're right there.
Yeah.
So when I'm on set and I'm asking, how do you want this person? How should he be? And I think that kind of gives you room to make that person come to life. You know what I mean? So that's what, kind of gives me that urge to, stay at it.
That's awesome. I think that it's also important to not be afraid of rejection because in that line of work, everyone is not always going to say yes to you. Probably will get more no's than yeses, right? Yeah. So I think that that's important too, to kind of just have that thick skin and keep going even if doors are shut in your face, right? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, ladies, I'm going to do this because he did say that he is a singer as well, and I love to be serenaded. Yes, amen. So,
there you go.
Yes, I'm gonna put you on the spot. You come kicking it with Kandii. You might get put on the spot. You never know. What to expect with me. So you're gonna have to serenade me before you leave, right? You're gonna have to sing something.
I'm not a real big singer. I just try to sound like people.
You have it. You said that you're a singer, so we're gonna put you on the spot.
I'm better on drums.
Oh, okay. Well, if we had some drums, I have you doing that as well.
Next time.
So you gonna sing for me? No? Yes?
Let me see. Let me see if I can think of something. Like Gerald Levert?
Love Gerald. Who doesn't?
Oh, it's classic.
Gerald Levert.
Classic.
Of course.
Let me see. It's been so long since I've had somebody close to me. So I'll give you that. That's about it.
Let's stop it up. Yes.
That'll be about it.
Okay. Well, that was beautiful. You have you have an amazing voice.
Well, appreciate it.
So I'm pretty sure the ladies want to know. I know I do. Are you single? Are you dating? What's going on with you? What's going on with your personal life? Is there somebody in your life that's special? Ladies want to know, especially you just swooned us. So.
Yes, I'm spoken for.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons that's one of the real big reasons why I get to do a lot. You actually do need someone to kind of back you and support you. Like right now, my kids are at the house and they're like, Dad, come on, we got to do this. So she holds me down, and I appreciate that. So, I think that we all need to come from a backbone and pay homage to those who support us. And it's not about, we're going to go here, we can do this and we can do that. But I think it really starts from the bottom.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So,
yes.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Well, tell us where we can find you. I know you have, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I know you have something, LinkedIn. Where can we find you?
I'm only on Instagram for right now. I couldn't do the Facebook.
Okay.
Reading people's problems. They fighting, cussing each other out. I ain't got time for that.
Right.
So
if somebody wants to follow you, how can they do that?
So it would be Team Lead 820 _. And then you'll see me on there grinning. I'm on there talking a lot, giving positive messages, telling people about health, talking about attitudes and, how to get your day started. And you got to drink your water.
Absolutely. I have some over there for sure. Well, thank you so much. You've been an awesome guest. I hope I can bring you back again when Hollywood airs. After that, maybe we can come back and kick it again.
Yes.
Cool.
Get it done.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Well, there you have it. That is the show for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I also want to give a special shout out to both of my guests. Regina Taylor of Taylor Homemade. Please reach out to her for your baked goods and your spice needs. She does it all. As well as actor, singer, writer, Theron Johnson. Both of them were amazing. And tune in next time when we will dive into dating and dating as a single parent. I really want to get your thoughts on that. So join me again. Thanks so much.